And now over to Scott Reid, former Director of Communications for Paul Martin, with his analysis of the election last night. Boy, Scott, and they were just, Marcy and Omar were just talking about the NDP. So yesterday morning on this show, you said we are going to witness Stephen Harper going down. That is indeed what happened. But when you take a look at the outset from the beginning of the campaign, that's something the Tories didn't see coming.
No, they sure didn't. And I mean, to be fair, who could fault them? We've seen tonight, over the course of the evening, a 150-seat pickup by the Liberal Party of Canada and Justin Trudeau. Nobody's ever seen anything like it in the past. It's never happened before. You talk about Trudeau Mania in 1968, it sticks out in our minds as one of the greatest of all time campaign achievements. Arguably what Justin Trudeau did last night topped his old man from 1968.
You know, and with that dynasty, when did you see, we were all watching the results come in, of course, from Atlantic Canada first, and, this red tide sweeping across. At that point, what was going through your mind in terms of what might happen then in the rest of the country?
Well, I've been talking to Liberals all weekend who had indicated that they were seeing signals that things might break their way. And as interested as I was in the robust performance in the Atlantic, I was dying to see what was going to happen when we got into Quebec. Because Liberals were indicating, and Conservatives also, that NDP support had been bleeding in Quebec over the course of the final weekend of the campaign. Once that was confirmed, of course, we knew not only that the bottom had fallen out of the NDP campaign, but the Liberals were well on their way to power, given that they got 40-some seats in the province of Quebec. They were winning seats in French language Quebec, which is, again, something that no Liberal Party has done since the last time they were led by a fellow named Trudeau.
Yeah, and then there's the Bloc that certainly didn't make the breakthrough it was hoping for.
No, although I'm going to tell you, to be honest, Bev, they outperformed my expectations. I thought that I thought they were going to be down around 4 or 5 seats, and yes, Mr. Giuseppe lost his seat, but they won 10 seats, and they're going to be a presence in the House of Commons going forward. It's a little bit of a stronger outcome than I think most people anticipated.
Elizabeth May.
Well, she won her seat, but she failed to break through in any substantial way beyond that. One of the peculiarities of last night's results are that the NDP actually came through on Vancouver Island. All week long, they were telling us one of the keys to their success was going to be a conservative collapse. It didn't happen anywhere in the country except for Vancouver Island, and there they broke through, and the NDP won seats and denied them of the Greens.
What a night, Scott, and thank you for joining us. Lots to talk about in the days ahead. Thank you.
Thanks, Bev.